What's up? You're in the Beat Sessions. I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. Logic did not stay retired for long. He has chosen to return to all of us with the third installment of the Bobby Tarantino mixtape series. He delivered that on July 30th. This is his 8th mixtape overall and follows what supposedly was his final studio album, 2020's No Pressure. But you can just know this guy couldn't stay away. You know that he could not resist writing songs, making music. Since releasing his 2010 mixtape, Young, Broke, and Infamous, he's put out either a mixtape or a studio album like every 8 months or something like that. His output insanely prolific. And all those projects, the line has become so blurry between what differentiates a mixtape and an LP. In my opinion, they all take about the same amount of effort, so I'm lumping them all together. It's 14 records in roughly 11 years. So it's good to have him back. Also one of the most talented hip-hop artists of the last decade. I mean, incredible rhyme schemes, incredible wordplay. This guy's awesome. Chose to take some time off to focus on being a family man. Him and his wife had a son. I definitely respect that. Like all the good parents I know, though, I think he learned to manage being a good parent with, the other aspects of his life, including his career. So it's cool to have him back in the studio. He's lyrically on this thing in a very good spot. He's a very happy man, deflecting all the haters that are out there, focused on his wife, on his son, just in a very loving place. It kind of makes for complacency, I feel like. This album, very chill, very easy to listen to, breezy, airy. I like that feel of it. It's a summer record for sure. But songs like Vaccine, Get Up, My Way, they seem just kind of manufactured, just very easy. Certainly, down here as far as Logic's talent, which is way up here. And thankfully, as this mixtape progresses, you get a lot of what we love about this guy and what makes him so good. I really, truly wish that as opposed to being a 12-song mixtape, it's 12 songs, 33 minutes. Intro, I think, is funny. I would argue leave it on there. It suits my sense of humor. Not everybody's going to think it's funny. Some people are just going to think it's flat out puerile, but whatever. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it. There's the 8th song is called Stupid Skit. It's just a stupid skit. It really has no place in here. Take this out. I think this thing could have really just been a solid 8-song EP. If you skip the first 4 tracks and we start off with Call Me, I mean, just showing off that dynamic flow that he has, it's hypnotic. It just captivates you. It draws you in and you can't help but listen to him. He's got an excellent hook on that song, leads into the song Inside, which is dope. It's got this great trap beat and gentle flute that drives the song, features Cynthia Erivo, and is just a really good example of what I think he's trying to do on this record as far as the chill vibe, but maintaining that artistic integrity and showing off truly what he is capable of as an artist. Flawless, one of my highlights on this mixtape. I think it's easily one of the best songs. Just got a great hook, paying tribute to his love. Just a solid partner by the sounds of it, and he pays homage to her through that track. But it's dope. It's one of my favorite songs. We skip Stupid Skit, and then we get into the meat of this thing. Finally, Theme for the People. It's easily his best vocal performance on this mixtape. It's got this simple beat, this just jazzy bass that leads into this thing. It's also in the coda and the outro there. And just a marvelous track. I love the simple instrumentation. But again, playing around with some different elements and, adding some creativity to the song despite its simplicity and really just showing off that just savage flow, that just dynamic rhyme schemes, the dynamic wordplay that he is capable of. I love it. Leads into God Mighty Judge and See You Space Cowboy, which these 2 tracks, if we want to talk about the music, this is where he really gets fun, gets experimental. His flow is great, but we're playing around a lot in the studio, different instrumentation that is, both of these songs really have 2 major elements where there's a breakdown and they kind of switch characters. So I'm loving both of those tracks for this reason. And then Untitled, man, what a dope song. Like, this thing finishes on its strongest note, in my opinion. You really get this. It really reminded me of Nas and Illmatic, just that style of hip-hop, of a dope beat. That's pretty much what's driving your hook, just that beat that you can nod your head to and just feel, just get right into. And he just spits. There's no gimmick. There's no cheeky vocal hook. None of the melodic stuff that he's trying to do on the opening songs. He is just showing off how much of a magician he is with his words. And I'm really, really loving the back end of this thing. It's not enough for me to purchase the vinyl. And sadly, I don't think any of his mixtapes are available on vinyl. So I'm going to have to pass on the vinyl. But if you're a Logic fan, I could argue that you're probably not going to dig the first half of this, but seriously, like, skip those songs and just get to the back half of this thing. Start with Call Me. And if that's not even enough for you, just go straight for Theme for the People. Just listen to the last 4 tracks on this thing. There'll be songs that you will want to throw into playlists, into mixtapes. You'll definitely dig those songs in the future moving forward. So I hope you find this review helpful. Please like this video, share it, subscribe to the channel. Check out the live show when it returns on September 12th. And we'll see you next time in the Beat Sessions.